Hello and welcome. Welcome to my home and welcome to our sacred space here that I prepared for us today. Thanks for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's get that turtle there looking. I'm Olivia. This is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia, here to do your daily pick a card. We are going to shuffle the healing, the mind, and spirit cards in order to gather our thought of the day. If you've never done a tarot pick a card, it's easy. You just follow along with the video. You can actually do it any way you want. It was designed for you to pick a card of the day for your day or your evening ahead, however you do this. However, many people do it many ways, and I know a lot of people pick more than one card. Some people even wait for the cards to be turned over before they decide. That's okay too. You do you. You do what resonates with you, boo. I'm going to pick from the bottom. As you understand your true nature, your true purpose, your life will be permanently transformed. And then you can begin to change the world. The affirmation: I understand that my true purpose is to give and receive love. I believe that wholeheartedly, but as I've said before, you don't have to believe what I do to enjoy this pick a card or to glean something from it. So, I'm going to show you the card toppers up close. They're from a game, a matching game. These are the mountains and the clouds. A fish. And waves and fish. And this one way over here, I know is difficult to see, but it's super cute. A little bird. A little yellow bird. Okay, so you guys go ahead and take the time that you need and check out these card toppers and figure out what card actually resonates with you. While I have a sip of coffee. Good morning, good evening, good wonderful coffee. Okay, let's see what we got. If you need more time to choose your card topper, please go ahead and pause the video, because you can take all the time you need that way. Otherwise, I'm going to start with this card right here, and we'll see what we have. The Six of Cups. So this card looks very different in most other decks, but I'm going to tell you what that, it doesn't matter. We're just going to go with it. So basically you have the Six of Cups here, and with that card I often think about, well, a lot of things, but one of the things I think about is therapy. Therapy to overcome past traumas, whether they be childhood traumas, whether you have PTSD or something like that. This card often speaks to needing a little help to get through the traumas of the past. So there is a little bit more to it. And I'm trying to find my notes on it, because I know I took some notes. And I may not be able to find them, and that's okay. I'll just, you know what, I'm just going to tell you more about this card right now. And that is, often I do think about nostalgia. Sometimes it means a friend from the past is going to appear today or appear within the next, day or two, something like that. Sometimes it means that. I will say that if you have this card today, I would go ahead and question and see, are you living your life and is it enjoyable? Are you feeling good most of the time, or are you having trouble sleeping? Are you having troubled memories, or are you acting out sometimes things that maybe if you worked through you wouldn't have to act out? So let's just leave it at that. And if that resonated with you, then take it. If it didn't, don't worry about it. You can choose another card if you like, while I throw things all over the table. All right, let's go ahead and check out the next card with the fishes that we have here. What card do you have? The King of Cauldrons, cups, hearts. The king understands that his true purpose is to give and receive love. The king could be you. The king could be someone in your life. Most often it's you. Okay, so he's all about emotions, especially love. This king lives in abundance, and he shares that abundance. He's very passionate about life. He's fairly liberal, meaning that he likes to give to his people. He doesn't neglect his kingdom. He feels like his kingdom, the people in his kingdom are his family. So he doesn't hesitate to care for them, giving what a king usually does, which is protection, but also he will make sure everybody has everything that they need. And he doesn't believe, he's not the king that's going to utilize slave labor or anything like that. He's going to make sure his people are happy. So if this king is you today, or if it's someone else, if it's you today, it's pretty much about paying attention to emotions, yours as well as others, so that you can be compassionate. He's a very compassionate king. He's also often a very much a father figure. And also, I guess I would like to say, if he is someone in your life, then he might be someone that might need a little pick-me-up. Tell them that you love them or care about them. If you do, don't lie. Don't lie about it. See if they need help with anything, because this king does shoulder a lot and does truly, truly care for and honor his people. If he's you today, then you've got some abundance to share. And that would be what this card would ask of you today, is to share. It can be sharing love. It can be sharing monetary. It could be sharing money. It could be, there's a lot of ways to share as the King of Hearts. Now let's see what's under the waves and the fishes. The Ace of Cups or the Ace of Hearts. This is a gift. This is a gift to you from higher source power, God, however you want to think of that. It's a gift of health and healing and new beginnings. Oftentimes when I see this card, I think about my baptism into the Mormon church when I was younger, when I was 8. I went to the tabernacle and was baptized, and the way that I understood it back then was very simply that I was going to become a Christian and take on the name of Christ and act in his name. And that in order to do that, before I did that, I would be forgiven of all my sins and be washed clean and start anew. And that's kind of what I think about with the Ace of Cups. It's different than my Catholic baptism that happened when I was a baby, wherein the church dedicates my life to Jesus, and I'm saved from something that I feel like no longer really exists as much anymore in the Catholic world as purgatory, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think it's different now. I'm going to have another sip of coffee. And I do want to say that I talk about different religions here and different religions that I've been a part of. that I've been members of different sects of Christianity and Buddhism, as well as others. So I don't mean to offend anyone when I talk about church beliefs and different kinds of churches and different beliefs. And sometimes I might mess up because things change, or maybe I didn't understand them directly in the first place. So I just want to make sure I don't offend anybody with. I just never want to offend anybody. I just want to spread love and happiness, and I want to have fun with this. So with this new beginning, almost like a baptism, fresh and new, a great place to start over, especially in love and relationships, but extends out into the world. And as always, of course, it talks about healing and loving yourself as well. New beginnings. If you have questions about any of these cards, I do put what these cards are. I do put the deck I used in the bio, in the description of the video down low. But if you have questions, do comment. We're going to see what's under the bird. And I would be glad to answer any questions that you have. The Queen. Here, let me show her up close. The Queen of Rods. Well, you can already see how special she is. She's a ginger after all. The Queen of Rods, she's passionate and willful and beautiful and strong. But most importantly, she has that joie de vivre that just makes her sparkle and makes her even more special than just any queen. She could be you. She could be someone close to you. Even if you're male, she could be you. Same with the kings and queens are fairly androgynous. They're just projecting the feminine energy or the male energy, depending on what they are. So she could be you, even if you are male. She is someone that the way that she looks at life really sets her apart. She's very, very passionate, and she's very sexual. So if you have this card today, what this card is asking you to do is dare to live enthusiastically. Mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. This card can refer to the will to live greatly and creatively. If she is not you, but someone in your life that's close to you, buckle up and hang on for the ride. She can sometimes be a bit controlling and sometimes mean. So just be aware of that, especially if she's you, because that's something that you can control. You don't have to be. I know, I get mean too, especially when I'm angry. She's kind of hot-headed, this gal. And what's funny about the Queen of Rods is while she's hot-headed, she's really a good mediator for people. Like she can. It's just kind of a little ironic there that she can do that. And here we are at the end. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found something of value in it. Please go ahead and give me that thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't. Do comment, especially if you do a thumbs down. These are timeless readings, which means whenever you find them, you can use them. Okay? Do take what resonates and don't make life-altering decisions or changes based on this or any other tarot pick a card. But do connect with me on my social medias linked below. Book with me on my website. You can book with me on Keen, or you can book with me on my website. Those are two different ways to book with me in the links below. And you will get a personal, much more detailed reading. And last but not least, if you see my little face somewhere around here, hit that little button and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. Love you guys.